Hey, future millionaires, this is Phil from the Next Chapter team. Welcome to yet another article review. Today, we're going to focus on 6 strategies that some people have used to go from broke to become millionaires. Before we jump into the review, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and share with some friends and family. This will help the channel grow, and thank you so much for the support. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy another article review. So today's 6 strategies come from various conversations, according to this article, with Grant Cardone. And Grant Cardone calls out these are 6 things that helped him become rich over time. First on the list is the importance of understanding that you have to believe that getting rich and building wealth is achievable. And it really is. I love this one because I have to completely agree that you can become rich and build wealth over a long period of time by doing consistent actions. And next steps are going to call into 6 consistent actions. But really, that belief and the steps and actions around that belief really can make this achievable. You cannot have this, I can't achieve this goal when you're trying to build wealth, because that is going to erode at your motivation. But holding on to this belief, saying that I can do this, I can achieve financial goals, I can build wealth, really is a mindset, because that mindset will support you through some of the other items that are on this list to help you get there over the course of time. Next up, you got to really look at the numbers. To make that achievable goal a reality, you have to look at the numbers. It's really important to look at the situation that you have and put some numbers around that, right? So are you trying to become a millionaire in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years? By understanding exactly what you're going for, it'll help you set goals around that. The article calls out the importance of understanding that you can make an example. You can make $1 million through the sale of items. For example, if you developed a product and sold it at $500 per product, right? And then from there, you would need to make 2,000 sales to make $1 million, right? So it's breaking it down that way. If you're trying to save an extra $1,000 per month, maybe what you're really trying to do is, in a 4-week month, what you're really trying to do is, how do I make another $250 net after taxes per month? Or how do I make something of gross sales of $1,000 plus sales taxes per month, right? You got to really know your numbers thoroughly and look at your situation and build up to it. By knowing what you're achieving, but you win at what you measure, right? Like, so you really got to focus on zoning in on how you're going to achieve your number per month or even per week, and then working towards that. And once you achieve it, can I double it? Can I triple it? And you just keep working that cycle without taking on debts, right? And you keep working that cycle. And guess what you can do with that money? Pay your taxes, then invest. Pay your taxes, then live life, right? Like, really, that's what this comes down to, really knowing your numbers very thoroughly. Next, the article calls out the importance of building up your income. And whether you're self-employed or are employed by another person, it's important to know that your income is one of your biggest things to help you build wealth over the long term. So you really have to hone in on how much stress and work you're going to put into building the wealth. Staying at that entry-level position in your company, you can build wealth. It's just going to take longer, right? Do a series of promotions and asking for raises or attaining raises, and maybe even to a certain extent moving around companies every couple of years, you could really build up your income and your skills and your experience. And along the way, you save and invest. And of course, you enjoy life as well. Again, so building up that income, because your income and having a good understanding of how you're going to utilize it to achieve your goals is one of the biggest pieces of how you build wealth over the long term. Number 4, the article calls out the importance of being around those with money. And what he's talking about is, if you're looking to become a millionaire or a decamillionaire, so someone who's got $10 million or more, get in connection with people of that who are there or working to get there. Why? They're a great place, 1, to bounce ideas off of, 2, keep you accountable, 3, maybe even exchange business ideas, maybe even develop partnerships that you both parties are working to achieve business ideas, or even partner to build additional income streams. Being around those who are trying to achieve similar goals in a healthy way really can help you stay motivated, keep you accountable, and help you keep you level-headed along the way. They're motivators, they're supporters in the long run too. So being around those that can help you, great call out. I have to completely agree. You don't want to be around people. You want to be around people who think the same way or are trying to help get you there as well. Not people who really are just saying, "Nah, this will never happen," because those people, they're going to distract you. So you really got to keep in mind the friends around you, the friends and family around you in this aspect, right? You can't control all the factors about the people around you. But when it comes to money things, you really got to keep in mind who's inputting into your story, your journey, your next chapter into becoming a millionaire over time. Number 5, they call it stay broke. He calls it stay broke, but really what he's talking about is the importance of building up that habit of immediately stashing extra money away, putting it into special accounts or investing it, and not being wasteful of money, being very intentional. So staying broke is one way of saying it, but how about this? Staying intentional, staying hungry. Don't succumb to too much lifestyle creep. You get a raise of 20%. Yes, enjoy some of that 20%, but don't blow it all. Or worse, if you get a raise of 20%, don't raise your expenses by 25%. If anything, maintain your expenses or look to even reduce them. Or if you receive a raise of that nature, take advantage of it. Pay some bills off. Because by clearing up those bills, you give yourself the opportunity the months after to do what? Invest heavy. Invest heavy, save hard, and live a good life and enjoy your life along the way. There's nothing wrong with that. So stay intentional. I counter stay broke with stay intentional. The last and final one, focus on investing rather than savings. Now, he doesn't call out if this is after having an emergency fund, but I agree as long as we're talking about after having an emergency fund. If you're focusing on investing hardcore after you've paid all your bills and you're low on debt, down to like a mortgage, and if you don't have a mortgage, hey, no mortgage, then from there, you have an emergency fund, invest hard. I agree. But then conversely, this is where I counter with save up for those big purchases, like a car. A roof is coming and you've got the income to prepare to save for it and do it in cash over 2-3 years, do it. I've mentioned that in other videos. It may be a good idea to get your roof looked at every 5 or 6 years. Why? Because they'll give you an indication, hey, you got another 2-3 years in this. Great. Thank you so much, Bob Estimator. Bob Estimator gives you a quote on how much it'd be to replace it. You know what you do? You divide that by 36 or 33 years of savings. Save up for it. Save hard. Pay for that sucker in cash or near cash, right? Inflation happens. I got you. But pay for it in near cash. Better than going in debt. So I agree to a certain extent. Focus on investment rather than savings. And I say asterisk after you have an emergency fund and after your debts are greatly reduced. But overall, not a bad article. 6 strategies from Grant Cardone, taking from his various books and interviews. Love it. Not much. We'll catch you on the recap and catch you in the next video. Now, a quick recap of the 6 strategies. First up, you need to believe that getting rich is achievable. You need to believe that becoming a millionaire is achievable, and it is your mantra, and you are going to take actions to achieve that. Next up, number 2, look at your numbers. Really know your numbers and what it's going to take. Becoming a millionaire in 20 years versus 30 years and 40 years. Get really good about your numbers and really understand what your timeline is and know what it's going to take in terms of additional income. Speaking of additional income, let's jump into number 3. Building up your income. That building up of income could be in your day job, your a side hustle, or a combination of both. So being active to build up your income to help you achieve number 2 and number 1 is really major. So building up that income to help you achieve those numbers and to help you achieve your financial goals, whether it be millionaire or multimillionaire or so on. Next up, from there, number 4, you want to make sure you're around others who are working to achieve similar goals. So being around those with money or also trying to attain similar goals will help you. Why? Because you're going to be able to trade ideas, stay motivated, and keep each other accountable. Number 5, they call it stay broke, but I really want to call it more like stay intentional. Avoid lifestyle creep and staying intentional. Number 5 really helps you maintain and achieve numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? By really being a solid part of your overall game plan, being intentional instead of staying broke. And then from there, focus on investing rather than saving. And like I called out before, that makes a ton of sense, especially after you have an emergency fund, as well as some, you've paid off a lot of your bigger debts that are not, secured by assets, and particularly like a home or an investment property. Overall, not bad. 6 strategies. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next article review. We can do this. There are many strategies out here, a lot of articles, a lot more article recaps to come, where we highlight ways for you and everyone to become millionaires. This can be done even despite the inflation rate for what it is. With time, consistency, effort, and that right mindset, we can achieve our goals and become millionaires and live the life of our dreams. Hey, thanks for staying to the end. This video is brought to you by the Next Chapter team. If you enjoyed the video, please take a moment to hit that like button, drop a comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family. This will help the channel reach out to more individuals just like you. We offer one-on-one coaching where we work with people and small businesses to determine a clear path to achieving their financial goals. This includes things like budgeting to reduce debts, planning for big purchases, and even learning how to build wealth with the tools that you have readily available to you. So please see our link below to schedule a free 30-minute call with our team to talk through coaching and understanding your current financial situation. Also, check out some of our affiliate links below for high yield savings account. This is a great place to put your money when you're saving up for those big purchases and your emergency fund. Check out some of our videos right here, and please enjoy and see you in the next video.